Well, it looks like silver's still at the 200-day moving average today. It's just about where it closed yesterday. It has about average volume. On the up days, it looks like the volume's been way above average, and on the down days, the volume's been about average. So it's definitely being accumulated. I still expect it to pull back to probably about 50 cents before finding more support. Hopefully, it won't pull back more than that. Still a lot of energy coming into this market. I just saw where oil fell down to just under 34 bucks, 33.77. We haven't heard anything on the news yet, but oil below $80 is going to bankrupt the Arab nation. Basically, they're going to be right back to the Stone Age. And we haven't seen anything happen yet. And Russia also, their ruble is diving in value. And they have a lot of oil and natural gas, so Russia's under a lot of pressure also. Shows you what the world elite can do to you if they want to, which is good for us silver holders and gold holders. I just saw a story on Dubai, which was the biggest boomingest city in the world, and now the cranes have stopped working. They're basically laying off everybody, and they're basically closed right now. Without oil being up, they canceled their concrete contract with one of the U.S. concrete producers. So they're not building any more buildings. They're basically shut down right now. So anyway, what else? I still have my stop loss at 12.75. I knew when it hit the 200-day moving average, it's still above the 5-day moving average, which is good. So the 200-day moving average is coming down and sweeping sideways. So we'll see over the next few days what happens. Guess that should be about it. I've been watching a lot of videos, and the more I watch and the more I kind of think about what's happening, the more I realize that since we were taken off the gold standard, we've been working without a safety net. And so basically the stock market and the economy have all been kind of a fantasy. Backed by absolutely nothing that's real. So we have this incredible amount of inertia coming down on us. The housing market, the geopolitical issues, and basically the entire fiat currency that we've been using, and the debt deflation. It's too powerful for any amount of energy to really prop up. They could probably inject $10 trillion into the economy, and it still wouldn't prop the economy up. It probably wouldn't even stop the downturn, because first of all, you're just paying off your debt with more debt, and it might bounce the market. The market's down 209 right now, and there's no such thing as a triple bottom, and this is. It visited 8,000 several times. So if it goes down to a certain number more than twice, there's no such thing as a triple top or a triple bottom. So it's visited 8,000 too many times, and now it's below that. And 8,000 will now be resistance. It won't be support. So this market could crumble at any time. If you have money in the market, switch it over to the SLV, the silver ETF, or pull it out and buy real silver, or at least buy the inverse funds. Like the TBT, it's ultra short the bond market. What else? I'm looking at gasoline, UGA, and I'm looking at silver. Those are the three I'm looking at to rise, the first rise here pretty soon. It's going to be interesting to see what happens first. It feels like there's a bunch of pressure being built up on something, and something's going to give. I'm surprised that the Middle East isn't stirring stuff up to get a bounce in the price of oil so they could collect more money. I'm really surprised, because under $80 they will fail, and it's only 34 bucks right now, a little less than 34 bucks. So something's going to happen. The weather's going to start getting warmer, and that's usually when the stuff hits the fan. But there's a lesson I've always known. I haven't always known, but I've always thinking about when times like this are bad. If you're suffering financially, you should always be thinking, how can I put myself in position to take advantage of the next upturn, whether it's in silver or whatever. And when things are good, when you're making a lot of money, which nobody really did, which they should have been doing, and during this last big boom we've had over the last 30 years, they should have been taking care of the downside, paying down the debt, paying down the real estate, putting their money, the profit, to work for them, to build some kind of a foundation. And that's my point. Nobody's built a foundation on anything. They've taken the money and they've thrown it out. They've spent it. They haven't taken care of themselves financially. It's due to lack of education, and we don't have a lot of good financial education in the country. If you notice, go through any college textbook, and the advice they give you on that is basically to be an employee, to be a slave. It really has nothing to do with teaching how to build a foundation and be truly wealthy. Wealth is measured in time, not money. So that's what you have to think. You have to think time is more valuable than anything, your time. So if you can add more time where you don't have to sell your time for money, that's wealth to me. If I told you I'd pay your bills for the rest of your life, but you'd never have another dollar in the bank, you'd be truly wealthy, because you could do whatever you wanted to do. You don't need $1 million in the bank to be wealthy. You need to pay for your life, and you need to think about, how can I take my time, turn it into more time, and turn it into even more time. That's how you have to think about being wealthy. So, that being said, times are bad right now. If you still have your job, fantastic. You have to think, times are bad. How can I put myself in the best position for whatever changes next? And right now, I think the best choice is to buy real silver that you can hold in your hand. That's the first step you got to do. If you're still on the fence, you don't have a lot of money, it doesn't matter. Buy one round. They're called rounds. They have no date on them or no numismatic value, but they're rounds, and they're 1 ounce. They're all 1 ounces. That's what I suggest you start with. I just bought another 20 ounces last night. They're real shiny. I like them. So I'm trying to buy as much as I possibly can before it feels like there's a bunch of pressure building up since last October, November, when the market crashed. It seems like there's more pressure getting built up for something else to happen. It's going to happen. I can just feel it in the air. So it looks like my time might be just about up. So that's it. There's no bottom to what can happen here, because we have nothing backed by anything. So everything you own can go to zero. The market can go to zero. The stock market can go to zero, because all the stock market is paper. The only real something to base relative worth on are metals. Gold and silver. So the time is getting bad right now. You've got to run to the only thing that's real, and that's the metal. It's all relative, but when the fiat currencies fail, and they're all failing, they're all in a race down to the bottom. You want to own the thing that everybody's going to run to survive the storm. So get some silver today, and I will let you know what happens on this trading strategy. I expect it, hopefully it'll just move sideways and won't pull back, and then we'll break through. Once we're above the 200-day moving average, it's going to get real fun. So, and that will definitely do that in the next, I'd say, 30 to 45 days. We'll be above the 200-day moving average. With all the money that's coming in right now, people are kind of waking up to it. So get in now, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.